first ever live stream. Okay, I don't know how I sound in the background, but I hope you all can hear me. And yeah, welcome. Like I said earlier, I will be making this live stream just for an animation I'm working on, which is a Christmas animation. It's about 2 to 3 minutes long animation, so I'd like to walk you guys through the process and you get to see the entire process of our media animation from beginning to the end. So stick with me. For this animation, we will be using Blender. Blender is a free software that you can use to make animations, both 2D animations and 3D animations. Alright, let's get into it. For now, we will be using the 2D animation part of Blender for this animation. So I have my story here. Like I said, it's just 2 to 3 minutes long, and it's about a guy, not necessarily a scientist, but a young guy who tries to solve the equation for Christmas. I got my story outline here, which the young inventor sits and on his whiteboard tries to find the equation of the Christmas. He tries to find what makes Christmas, and is trying out different things. Like, these are just ideas I came up with, like joy times sharing equals to Christmas square, which I kind of want it to be a bit poetic and heartfelt, and at the same time having some scientific calculation. You get the point, a bit more mathematical. So yeah, like I said, let me get straight into it. This video will not be long, and I would like to get straight into the animation. So we will be working with Blender, and here is our canvas. Okay, so just give me a minute, let me get set up. So for now, I would just like to get my ideas down. Okay. So for the first frame, first thing of the animation, I just want a young inventor who sits in a quiet, arctic room for Christmas Eve, surrounded by notes, candles, um, chalkboard filled with equation. All these details for now are not necessary because this is just a storyboard and how the animation will end up going. But yeah, let's get something down. By the way, I would have loved to make a background music for this stream, but this is my first time using YouTube for stream. We'll be doing another one tomorrow, so stick by, and by tomorrow I will be able to get a music in the background. Or let me try maybe to play one from my device personally to to liven things up a little bit. Alright, let's go. I'd like to play some tracks from animator versus animation. I believe almost a lot of us would have heard about him, Alan Baker. So, yeah. So, yeah, for now, I don't think I need to stress about how clean my animation looks, but of course, I'll try to still make it look good and presentable. So, yeah, this is the room. So, yeah, this is a whiteboard. So, let's say this is our young scientist. He has some equations on the board. Okay, yeah, I think this should be enough. I'm running out of equations back there. Alright. So yeah, next line says, okay, he starts to write and tries out different equations on the board. Okay, like I said, this is still rough. This is me just trying to make an image of his hand, as he has a pen, rather a chalk, and he's writing some equations. So one thing I like about Blender is it allows the workflow to move like very very smooth. So for something like this, I can just move to frame 20 and grab this. Okay, I haven't saved my file, but I'll do that in a bit. That's a reflex. I keep trying to save my file. So let me just jump to frame 30. It reflects again. I tried to save my file, but it's all good. So yeah, I'll have a picture of him trying to think over here. Let me give a think this hand should be from here, considering how I made my animation, but I'll work on that just a bit. Yeah, this looks good. Just me writing down some ideas, and I think I'll repeat this line of this shots again, but like the text will change to warmth equals to love divided by distance peace, and I'll finally end up with the last shots, and basically that's how I'll make the animation. So it's about 20 minutes into the live stream, and I don't want it to be more than 20 to 30 minutes because this is my first animation. So yeah, I want it to be something very fast that people can easily go back and watch. So I'm looking at the time over here. Once it's around 9:20, I might end the live stream for today. Then we'll pick up from here tomorrow. So here is him trying to step back. Okay, I'm going into details here, which is totally unnecessary, but it's more like a reflex. Let me just rub it off. Yep, this blender for you. Details again, but I think we can do this. Just let me get okay. Since this is almost like the same thing, I have to redraw the entire frame, and that's all thanks to Blender. I can just make some adjustments to these guys, and in as much as they won't look so organic and smooth, I can still work with them as they just pass across the idea that I need. And yeah, it's a win-win. So is him trying to just lean back. I will try my best to be able to replicate that here. Okay, this is almost like 3 minutes. So 9:20. So I'm watching my time. This don't look real at all, but it's all good. So it steps back a little bit, which is looking so jittered, but I think it still gets the message across. Okay, as it looks up. Let me give a face to this expression. Yeah, you guys get the point. So he's thinking about what he has written. So he thought about it for a while. You know, he blinked. Just let me give these guys something like this. Yeah, I'm giving it a squish. So it makes sense. So okay, I would like to make something like this. Okay, this shot for that part, okay. Okay. So yeah, over here you add light again. You add light. Maybe I should make this a bit first. Then this guy. Then snowflakes. Okay, gifts. And finally, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll leave the snowflakes out of it for now. Then yeah, this should come in right after the entire sequence. But oh, it's already 9:20s. Oh, just to make this video not too long, I would like to stop here. Then tomorrow we'll continue from this second scene and wrap it up on the third scene. So like exactly that's the way I do my storyboard. I make it as rough as possible and just get the idea down. So here is where it stopped coming. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Let me try again. He was thinking in his room, started writing some equations, things, right again. Different equations. He looks back, think about it, then he started adding like so basically I will even make this video and upload it on my YouTube so that you guys could see how it looks. But for now, this is where I will stop. So thanks for joining everyone, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, please, if there's any question or anything you'd like to me to answer, please drop it in the chat box before I wrap up the live stream. question, drop it in the live stream. Alright, so yep, let me just render the animation and oh, I haven't saved my animation yet. Don't crash. But yeah, thanks for joining guys.